Wait, hold on. Nah, I got nothing. Aloha, I'm David. Welcome Beyond the Veil. Do you ever wish that you could communicate better with spirit? Talk to your higher self or your spirit guides or angels? Well, if you're like me and most of the people I work with, the answer is always yes. My wife and I have been doing spiritual work. We've been teaching for many, many years. And even we wish that we could communicate more clearly with goddesses or guides, guardian angel, or whoever we need to speak with. It's just natural because we're living on this side of the veil in these human bodies, and it's a little challenging communicating with spirit. I get these questions all the time from clients. They're saying, how come I'm not getting messages from my higher self? How come my angels are not answering my prayers? I'm asking all the time. Why are they ignoring me? I'm not getting any answers. And I know it's frustrating because deep down inside we know that we have the ability to communicate beyond the veil, that we are telepathic, that we are psychic, but it's frustrating when we can't make it happen on demand. Well, the simple truth is we're getting messages all the time. I mean, anytime that you feel and recognize your intuition, you're getting a message. Every time that you feel inspiration or that creative spark, you're getting a message. You're getting something from beyond the veil, from the non-physical realm. So because we're getting messages all the time, what's missing? Well, the biggest challenge is listening, of putting ourselves in receiving mode. Now, we're asking for stuff all the time. Whether we're conscious of it or not, we are asking the universe for what we want. Every time that we express an opinion, a preference, every time that we say, okay, don't like that, I'd rather have that, we are basically making a prayer to the universe that this is what I want. And so we are asking all the time, even if it's not a conscious prayer as, dear higher self, dear guides and angels, please show me a path to a new job. I know a lot of people who pray, and they pray regularly, but prayer is only part of the equation. Anytime that you're asking, anytime that you're making a supplication, this is what I want, this is what I would like to see in my life, you're making a prayer, but that's only part of the equation. You have to listen for the answer. You have to put yourself in a mode of being receptive and hearing the response, because the responses come subtly. The answers to your prayers come very quietly, very subtly. It's that wee small voice inside. It's that thought that gets planted into your consciousness. It's not some Hollywood voice that comes boom.
David.
What?
We have the answer to your prayer.
Oh, okay.
Prepare to
All
receive our transmission.
I'm ready. Go ahead. It doesn't happen like that. When we get messages, it's very subtle. It's a feeling. It's a thought. It's a small step along the path. So the first question I would ask you if you want to receive messages more clearly is, are you listening? Are you spending time in that receptive mode? Are you meditating every day? Because in my life, that's the only way I've found to be receptive, is to develop a practice of meditation. It's not about, for me, it's not about sitting cross-legged and oming for hours at a time. It's putting myself in that quiet, receptive mode where I calm my waking consciousness, that I put that chattering monkey mind to sleep for a while, and I put myself in receptive mode. Now, if you develop a regular practice of meditation, I guarantee you that you will start getting messages not only in meditation, but you'll start receiving messages and inspiration and guidance when you're in the shower, when you're driving, when you're in the middle of doing dishes, that this is when the answers to your prayers come. Now, you might make a prayer, go right into meditation, and get an immediate answer. That happens sometimes. But what's more common is that you ask the universe for something, and the answer to your prayer starts coming in little bits and pieces, little bits of guidance, little bits of inspiration, and small steps along the way. Because every time you ask for something, the energies of the universe must start to coalesce and to make a path so you can experience that which you have asked for. But if you're not listening for the little steps along the way, you're missing the journey, you're missing the path, and no wonder you say, how come they're not answering my prayers? Because they have been answering, they have been giving you the answers, They have been giving you steps and guidance, you just haven't been listening. Okay, second question. Have you set your intention? The most important first step is setting your intention. Setting your intention to be more receptive, to listen with all your senses, and to be more aware of the messages that do come. So start by setting your intention. Here's another question. Are you writing things down? Anytime that you're receiving messages either in meditation or throughout your day, if you're not writing them down, you're missing a big part of the process. It's like developing any skill. When you receive messages and you write them down, you bring that information here into the third dimension. It's no longer in the etheric realm of thought and it's just a passing energy through your mind. That when you actually write something down, you are bringing that information more into physical form, and it makes it, for lack of a better word, more real because we are here in the third dimension. So when you get messages, write them down. I got a huge lesson about writing things down maybe it was 25 years ago. I was crashing at a friend's house in Boston, and one night I had a very vivid dream where there were all these objects laid out on a table, and it was familiar to me, and there were people behind the table, and I recognized them, and seeing the whole scene and looking at these objects, I immediately knew why I had come into this lifetime. I knew my life's purpose. Everything was so clear. Just by looking at these objects and these people, I knew. And I woke up from this dream with this elation, this euphoria, because I had received such a brilliant message in my dream about my life's purpose and why I chose to incarnate into this David lifetime. And it was so clear to me that I fell back to sleep with the confidence that I would never forget this. And I woke up in the morning with the deepest regret imaginable because I could picture the table and the people behind the table, but the meaning of it was completely gone. I was completely veiled again, and I lost that brilliant insight into why I was here. And so from that experience forward, I learned to write everything down, things that I got in meditation, in dreams, or writing on the train. I learned to write things down, and it served me well because I've got years of notebooks full of wonderful information, great insight, great guidance, and I'm really glad I wrote it down. So I would say to you, please write things down. You'll appreciate it in the future. You know, it's just like learning the hard way to back up your computer. The first time that you lose everything in a computer crash with no backup, you start backing things up. Okay, last question, and this is common with a lot of people. Are you trying too hard? Sometimes when you're really, really trying so hard to get messages from Spirit or trying hard to do anything, you actually are pushing away that which you really want to receive or experience. So take a look at your habits, what you've been doing to receive messages, and just consider, am I trying too hard? Am I thinking about it too much? Am I putting too much mental effort? You have to find that balanced space of being receptive. And again, a daily practice of meditation makes it so much easier to get into the habit. Now, I know in my heart that we are supposed to communicate with Spirit, that we're not meant to do this human journey all alone, just on this side of the veil. There is wisdom and assistance waiting for us every day of the week behind the veil. We just need to tap into it and practice listening. It's pretty much that simple. If you like this video, please share it with people you care about and subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like more good stuff that I only share with my email list, go on over to davidbauer.com and sign up. Remember, when you reach beyond the veil, you're actually reaching into your own light, into your infinite potential. You are an amazing being. You have wisdom and abilities beyond your imagination, and it's time to start remembering who you truly are. My name's David. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time, Beyond the Veil.